If you've heard about ClipMagic and you're wondering if it's worth paying for the Pro Plan, then this video is for you. I've subscribed to the ClipMagic Pro Plan so that you don't have to. And I'm going to reveal to you everything that you get when you do subscribe. If you're looking for a quick and easy way to spice up your video content with auto captions, visual effects and emojis without breaking the bank, then carry on watching. I'll be reviewing this software and finding out if it does what it says on the tin and if it's really worth paying for. I'll be reviewing and rating it with my F.U.S.E score, which is F for Features, U for User-friendliness, S for Satisfaction and E for Expense. I'll walk you through all of the above mentioned criteria, and at the end I'll provide a verdict about whether it's worth paying for ClipMagic, as well as an overall F.U.S.E score. This video has not been sponsored by ClipMagic, it's my honest review. Now this video is in depth, so it's not short, but if you don't have time, don't worry, I've prepared for you an overview. So that will allow you to take the main points from this video without having to watch it all. And that overview is going to be presented by my avatar, Jessica. Take it away, Jessica.
Is ClipMagic worth it? Absolutely yes. ClipMagic fulfills its promise of spicing up standard content to make it much more engaging. ClipMagic is much more than just a caption generator. It provides a very full suite of tools to increase engagement in multiple ways. ClipMagic also helps you broaden your web presence fast with its one-click conversion to any social network or ads format. ClipMagic represents incredible value for heavy users, offering unlimited usage on the paid plan and better conditions than their competitors. For all the above reasons, we consider the ClipMagic Pro Plan totally worth it. And there is even a very special offer running at the moment to get ClipMagic at a massive discount. Click the link in the description to find out more. And that's not all. Use our discount code HUBJAM15 to get a further discount of 15% off on the already hugely discounted price.
Thank you, Jessica. So let's begin with a brief overview of ClipMagic. Look at the 3 W's, i.e. what it does, why it exists, and who it's for. So, starting with what it does, ClipMagic is a piece of software that's installed on your desktop computer, which takes any given piece of video content in any format, i.e. vertical, horizontal, etc., analyzes it with AI and automatically generates attractive looking captions, emojis, and also can add call to actions, visual effects, AI generated hooks, titles and descriptions, as well as giving you full control over the design of your captions and also providing templates, B-roll and music. And also, after having imported a video and added captions and visual effects etc. to it, you can then export it in the format of your choice. So you can do vertical to vertical, but you can also do vertical to square, vertical to horizontal, etc. Now on to the second W, which is why it exists. And the reason it exists is because these days 92% of videos are watched on mute, apparently, making subtitles or captions absolutely necessary. Because if there are no captions when watching on mute, then the viewer doesn't know what your video is about. Obviously, the platform they're watching the video on may have automatic captions, such as YouTube, but the idea is if you spice up your captions and have the most attractive scroll-stopping captions possible, then you will increase your engagement on those views. And if we ask Google how much does engagement increase for a video with captions, we can see the results here. We have the first one saying that caption videos see a 40% increase in viewing, and furthermore, people are 80% more likely to watch an entire video when given a closed caption option. And also studies have found that captions increase video viewing by 80%, how subtitles and captions help increase video views, adding subtitles and captions to your videos can lead to an impressive 80% increase in views, etc. So that is the reason that ClipMagic exists. Its makers have designed it so that you can quickly and easily spice up your captions, make your clips pop, and make them more likely to be scroll stopping or to increase their engagement. Now on to the last W, who is it for? Well, it's for content creators of many kinds. So you can be a social influencer, but also importantly, it's good for people that are creating ads for digital marketing on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or also just for creating organic content generated to attract organic views. So it's good for individual creators working on their own content, or for freelancers or agencies who are managing the digital marketing and social media marketing for their clients. And obviously for any of the above who want to increase engagement, which should then lead to more views, more sales, more conversions, more signups, etc. So let's now move on to the features section. Here's the app installed on my system. I'll just open it up. So ClipMagic offers a free plan that's completely free without any time limit, and it also offers a paid plan. Obviously the paid plan has more features. However, in the free plan, the main features are included, i.e. auto-captions, emojis, caption design, changing formats, adding B-roll, as well as a basic template. So let's run through that now. So I'm going to import a video by clicking here, and we're going to create some auto-captions. So the video loads. It correctly detects the language, which is English, but we can also change that here if we click here if we want to do that. We could also trim the video here if we wanted. So not all the video would be affected, but I'll leave the whole video. We click next. The video is imported, and in less than a minute we have our auto captions on our video. Let's just play that back.
Making viral videos in minutes is easy as pie with ClipMagic. Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing, for pet lovers, photography enthusiasts, travel and adventure, gifts, eccentric eyewear, or sushi.
Okay, there you go. So that is the automatic caption feature, which has applied this style of captions to the entire video. And that is the first of these default presets up here on the left. So this is the main feature of ClipMagic, the ability to import a video and very quickly have captions generated by AI and added to your video. Now, another important feature is this ability to apply these one-click default presets. So just one click and we can change completely the style of our captions, and that will be applied to the whole video, as you can see here.
Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing.
Okay, so you have quite a few default templates here. Now the next feature on the list to look at is actually in the captions section here on the left, which is the magic emojis. And this is literally a one-click button which will generate emojis for your entire video. It will analyze your video for context and decide which is the best emoji to add given the context. So let's just do that. Okay, and here we have an emoji on our scene. And if we play back, we'll see all the different emojis that it's given us.
Making viral videos in minutes is easy as pie with ClipMagic. Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing, for pet lovers, photography enthusiasts, travel and adventure, gifts, eccentric eyewear, or sushi.
There you go. So they've been well selected, relevant to the scene. And we have a variety of animations as well. Here the camera slides to the right. Here the pause, scale in, etc. Okay, and also each of the emojis is editable. So you can delete them all, or you can come down to an individual scene, and you can, here with this slider, you can change the size of the emoji, and then you can also click on the emoji icon and you can change it to any of these. Okay, you can change the type of animation. So there are a few options, you just toggle it. You can switch to animated emojis. Let's put this dog on. See how that looks. Okay, and you can also delete the emoji if you don't want an emoji on that scene. Okay, so pretty powerful emoji options here. Now the next feature is back in the design section, and it's the settings tab. Now the settings tab gives you complete control over your caption design. You don't need to rely on these presets. You can change them as you see fit. So for example, here I could change the highlight text to a different color if I wanted. But just to run through these settings without actually adjusting them all, first off we have text, these different fonts. We have, font type, alignment, so left, center, right. We have all caps, We have all lowercase, depending on the font. Obviously, this font doesn't accept that. And then you have the position, top, center, bottom. Okay, any of these changes are currently affecting the entire video. So if you want to move the captions for the whole video, you can do it in just the one go. Although it is also possible to adjust each caption individually. I'll show you that after I've run through these settings here. So we also have an animation. So this is at the beginning of the caption. If there's no animation, it just pops in. But you can have it scaling in from 0 to 100% or fading in as well. Okay. And you can have a random angle, which it currently does have on. So each caption's coming in at a different angle, but you could switch that off and then it's just level. Scale the word is on, so that means that the word being spoken is larger, if you can see here. Okay, you can change the duration, the type of easing. You can have a shadow on your captions or not. Change the color of the shadow. You can change the spacing of letters, words, and the line. So we can separate the words, or we can separate the lines and the letters if we wish. Okay, and then text border, the border like that. We can change it as we wish. Change the color like that. We have these options for the highlight, that is the highlighted word. So at the moment we have words highlighted, but if I switch to word, then only the spoken word is affected. I think that actually looks better.
Whether they're about dancing, for pet lovers, photography enthusiasts.
Okay, and you can add a shadow just to the word spoken as well, which also gives it extra emphasis.
Whether they're about...
And then scaling just changes the overall size. Okay. The caption box, that's the box that is behind the highlighted word. You can have it on or off. You can change the color, the opacity, animation duration, easing, padding, and radius for the corners. You can also add a background to the whole caption, like so. You can change the opacity of it, the padding, set that off, and here we can change the opacity of the entire caption. Okay, so an absolute ton of controls, which does give you 100% control over your final design. And I think you have enough here to get exactly the look that you need and the look that matches your brand and the style of your content. Now I said I'd show you how to affect an individual caption. You do that by selecting your caption, then coming up here and clicking the padlock. Okay, now that's unlocked. Any changes you make to this will only affect this caption. So let's say if we change the size, let's say we give it a background. All right, now if we go to another caption, we'll see that it's in the center and doesn't have a background. Okay, now something that you do get as a pro user, which is very handy, is the ability to save your caption designs here. So I have these presets that I've saved. So on the free plan, you can design your captions without any limit. So you can get them exactly as you like. You can start off with one of these presets, but then you can customize them however you see fit and however you need. But you can't save that customization to then apply it to any further videos that you upload. You have to go through the process again and remember all of the settings. So that could get uncomfortable in the case that you're doing a lot of videos, and especially if you want all those videos to match a specific brand style. That's why in the paid plan they do give you the option to save your settings, and that's literally just at the bottom of the settings tab. You give it a name and then you save it, and then it appears here, and then you can apply it to any future video. Like for example, if I want to apply this preset, I can do so.
For pet lovers, photography enthusiasts, travel and adventure.
So that is the design settings feature, which is incredibly powerful. Now moving on to the next feature, which is the ability to change format. So we'll find that option here in video style on the left lateral menu, and that's at the top here. So just one click and we can change our video to another format. Okay, as you see here. And when we do that, we have this offset option at the top, which allows us to adjust the content so that it's centered and as we want it. Now you're probably thinking that going from vertical to 4 to 5 might be okay, but to square perhaps it's a bit more of a push, because not all your content will be lined up. But then if we go from vertical to horizontal or vice versa, then it's very difficult to get our content to look good. There is a solution to that, and that is to use this free template here called Simple. It's just a one-click application, and what that will do is it will preserve the whole video, so it's not cropped at all, but it puts it into a horizontal template to allow you to publish your video in a horizontal format. And this is editable. It's generated this title from the video. We can move that around as we wish, and the same with the caption. And we can also change the background color to whatever we wish. So by using this free template, we can now put a vertical video into any format that we like without cropping. So this makes the format change feasible when you're changing from vertical to horizontal or from horizontal to vertical. Now, this feature can be extremely empowering because it allows you to import video content in any format and then output that same content in any of the other 3 formats, allowing you to export and publish that same video content into the other 3 formats as well. So you could import horizontal and export horizontal with captions, but also vertical, square and 4 to 5 with captions, and the same for any of the other formats. So that makes it an incredibly useful feature. The next feature we'll be looking at is the caption timing, which is in the captions section. We click here on the left-hand lateral menu. So what we have here is a list of all of the captions, what text they have, when they appear and when they disappear. And each of these captions has a number of options as well. Here you can edit the text. Let's say we want pi to appear here, as easy as pi, and not on the next caption. Well, we just remove pi from here and we add it to the previous caption, and there we have our edit. Okay, and then we can also change the timing. Okay, let's say here, for example, the words "with ClipMagic" are rolling over into the next scene, but we don't want that, so we're going to come back here to the end of this scene, and then we're going to come up here to the timing button. We're going to drag the end slider so that the end of this caption coincides with the end of this scene, as like so. So that will look like this. Okay, there you go. It finishes before the scene finishes and does not roll over into the next scene. And then we have a variety of options here. So we have the option to add a caption above or below. We have here B-roll options. So this button here is video B-roll, and this button here is image or GIF B-roll. So all you would do is to click here, and then a big free media library loads, a huge library where you can load more images. You can preview them. Okay, and you can decide to use or not. Let's say we want this one. That downloads, and it's superimposed on our scene.
Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing, for pet love.
And if you want to remove it, you just go back to that scene or caption, click the B-roll button again and click clear, and you're back to where you were. So I've just demonstrated for you all of the features that are available in the free plan, which are auto-captions, one-click caption templates, magic emojis, the design settings for your captions, changing formats of your video content, the captions section with the timing, the ability to edit the text, to add or remove a caption, and also to add B-roll. And now we'll look at the additional features that are available in the paid plan. And the first one we'll be looking at is visual effects, which is this other button here, which we haven't looked at. So if you click here and click import video effect, then a library of video effects will load, and you can see there is a pretty big selection here of additional graphics and animations and effects that you can load onto your video content. So we have these animations here, and if you put your mouse over the top, you will see a preview of the animation. Okay, they're really cool. And you have all of these, subscribe button, pay button, etc. Let's look at it category by category. So first off, we have animated. That's what we just looked at. Then we have buttons, and as we saw, there's subscribe, pay, social media, like, etc. Then we have camera user interface. Okay, they look like fun. And then we have these emoji animations. All right, and then falling. So we have emojis and symbols and icons here with the previews. And then film burn. So these are effects that you can put on top of your video content. Glitch, grunge transition, metal door, okay, particles, could be useful, sports balls, nice animations of sports balls, and a turbine transition. Okay, so let's try a few of these visual effects. First off, let's add a cartoon face blowing some bubblegum on this scene, and then on this scene let's add some emojis, some falling emojis with love heart eyes, for example. And then on this scene let's try some particles, this one here. Okay, and let's see how that looks.
ClipMagic. Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing, for pet lovers, photography enthusiasts, travel and adventure, gifts, eccentric eyewear.
Okay, I think they look really nice. I think they're really great additions to our video that really spice it up and make it look more attractive, more fun, makes it pop. Just to note, let's take this effect, for example, the particles. It's running all the way through to up to here, so we can actually adjust that. If we come to the caption settings box here, click on the visual effects button, we have a duration slider here, so we can reduce that to, we can actually see on the canvas the effect that it's having. If we bring that down to 1 second, it ends sooner. Let's have a look.
Travel and adventure, gifts.
There you go, so it just lasts the length of that particular scene.
Travel and adventure, gifts.
Okay, so that's the visual effects. And now, before we go to music, let's go back to video style where we were before, and we were looking at changing formats. We use this simple template, which is included in the free plan. However, in the paid plan, we have all of these other ones. So we have quite a selection, something to suit different ends, different marketing purposes. So with just one click on one of these templates, the entire design will be applied to your video, as we see here. So that's applied to the whole video. Okay, and let's have a little look at a few of these. So there's quite a lot to choose from, and there's quite a lot of variety in the design as well. So these templates are really nice and do provide quite a variety. Some are more geared towards specific events like Christmas, Black Friday, Halloween, etc. Others for specific contexts like gaming, and others that are more general, where you can swap out the title, change the text, so that it fits your purpose. Also to add that any of these templates are fully editable, so you don't have to take them exactly as they are. So you can change the titles. If it says summer sale or Black Friday sale, you can change it to another type of sale. You can change the percentage, etc. For example, this one here that we have, the text here is all completely editable. I can change it to whatever I want. I can change the font, I can change the color, like so. Okay, I can even select an element and move them around or delete them. And I can change the background color to whatever color I wish. And I can also add a border like so, and I can drag the corners to make them rounded. And I can also change the opacity of the background if I wish. So it's all editable. Let's look at another example. So here I can select the spaceman, I can put him where I want. And the planet Earth as well. I can put it where I want. Delete it. Change the font style. Okay. And I can also replace the background. Try this. Okay. And then we can also change the format as before. And again, we can move all the elements around as we see fit. Take this one, for example, it says summer sale, but you could change that to whatever sale you want. Let's say you have a Christmas sale, you can change the percentage here, 70%, and you can put it as 50 or whatever percentage you want. Now, importantly, as we saw earlier, we can change the format here. So we can use any of these templates in any of the formats. So let's try switching to 4:5, for example, and see what happens. And there you go. So the format has been adjusted, and so has the template. We can again change it to 1:1 square, and there you have it. And we can go to horizontal. So that is really useful because you can have your original piece of content published and ready to be used on pretty much any platform or social media network, whether it be an ad or a piece of organic content, which will allow you to reach a broader audience. So for example, you can reach the people on Facebook that are on Facebook, the people that are on YouTube, the people that are on Instagram, etc., etc. And so you broaden your audience by reaching them all with the same piece of content. Let's just watch that back.
Magic. Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing, for pet lovers, photography enthusiasts, travel and adventure, gifts, eccentric eyewear, or sushi. With ClipMagic, you can do it all in just a few clicks.
Right, so now let's look at the music selection, which is over here on the left-hand lateral menu. And here you will find a large selection with a lot of different categories. So it's quite easy to find the music that suits your content. And I have to say the quality of the tracks is actually really good. For example, let's go into future bass. Just take a random selection.
Let go of your fire, 'cause I'm scared of the dark.
And there are a lot of tunes in here that scrolls all the way down. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, I think they're really good quality tunes. Okay, we'll go back to the category list, country. Very nice indeed. Again, a nice long list of tunes. All right, minimal. Long list here. really think the quality of this collection is very high and a lot better than other music collections that I've come across. Okay. Piano. Again, another big selection. Okay, a lot of different styles in there. Cinematic, again, this is a big long list. Alright. Let's try funk. I think each genre is a very convincing selection of tunes. They're all very, very much of their genre and very high quality. So I think this music feature is very helpful in finding exactly the type of music that you want for your content, because the collections are very, very specific to their style, and the list of songs in each category is really long, and all of the songs that I've tried, that we've looked at now, they all sound great, I think. Okay, just to show you the selection process. So let's say we want a tune in here, human. Okay, we want to use the track, so we say use track. That gets imported. And then here we have some settings. So that track should play on this video now. I'm going to raise the volume so we can definitely hear it.
Making viral videos in minutes is easy as pie with ClipMagic. Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing, for pet lovers, photography enthusiasts, travel and adventure, gifts, centric eyewear, or sushi. With ClipMagic, you can do it all in just a few clicks.
Okay, there you go. Right, now let's move on to the next feature, which is the call to action section. So that's here on the left menu again. Click here. Okay, we have 14 calls to action here. So how this works is, again, it's one click and it gets added to the video. On the free plan, you do get access to this call to action here, which says click the link below. If we click that, it will get added to the video. And it gets added to the video at the end and looks just like this.
You can do it all in just a few clicks.
Again, this is editable. We can change the text color and everything. And then on the paid plan, you have access to all of these from the second row down to the bottom. These are all on the paid plan. So I don't know, let's try this one. Subscribe collage. Let's see that. Okay, nice little animation there. And here we can change the font here. Let's just have a look at one more. Okay. Yep, pretty nice. And again, most of these elements are editable, replaceable, deletable. Okay, so that brings us on to the last feature, which is the optimize feature, which uses AI to generate a title hook and SEO optimized description and tags, as well as the option to add a watermark or a logo. So when we come into the optimize section, we see these three options here: magic hook title, on or off, magic description and tags, on or off, and branding and watermark, on or off. We can choose to have all of these or one of them or none of them. So let's start off with magic hook title. We click on, and that creates for us this title which says create viral magic, easy clips, big fun. Now, if you're not happy with it, you can edit the text here directly if you have a better idea, or you can regenerate the hook, as like so. Okay, so now we have viral videos fast, create with ease. I think I prefer that. And then it gives us these 3 style options. Okay, if it's too big, you can adjust the size here if you wish. Okay, so we have these 3 styles. I think I'm going to choose this one. Now, all of this is editable, so we can change the box color here if we want. We can change the emoji, and if we're going to advanced, we can change the emoji scale, we can change the emoji spacing, the background radius, etc. Okay, and importantly, you can adjust the duration. First of all, let's put this up at the top, and I want it to last a little bit longer than 2.5 seconds. Let's say 5. And see how that looks.
Making viral videos in minutes is easy as pie with ClipMagic. Make your videos pop, whether they're about dance.
Now, next up we have magic description and tags. So let's switch that on. What that will do for us, it will generate some tags, emojis, and a very short description here. Okay, now by default, this is the short version. So if we click long version, then we have a more complete description here. Unleash your creativity, make viral videos in minutes with ClipMagic, with a bunch of emojis, and then at the bottom are tags. Okay, so this is a very useful time-saving feature which just allows you to very quickly generate your tags and description, which you can then expand on if you want, or use as is, as well as providing you with a possible title that you might like or might want to modify. But it's a quick way of getting the ball rolling, even if you don't use the exact title that it provides. And then finally we have branding or watermark. So this option has 2 uses. So the first is the branding. So in the case that you're using it for your branding, you would upload your logo. Okay, and you can place it wherever you wish. Okay, so that helps with your branding efforts.
They're about dancing.
Or you can use it as a watermark. Now, the watermark function allows you to show your work to a prospective client or to a client you haven't billed yet. Then the watermark allows you to protect your work to avoid it being used without you being paid. That can be very useful for you. And in that case, you have this opacity slider to convert your logo into a watermark. Okay, and so that is the optimize feature. Now let's take a brief look at the publish feature down here at the bottom on the left. So when you have your finished video, you come down here to export it. And here is where we find one of the differences between the free plan and the pro plan, which is that the output here in the free plan is a maximum of 720 on the short side. So as we're vertical, it's 720 1280. If we were horizontal, it would be 1280 by 720. In fact, let's apply the simple template and put it in horizontal mode so you can see that. Come down here to publish and you can see it's 1280 by 720. Okay, so it's a limit of 720 as opposed to 1080 or even 4K that you do get on the Pro plan. So the publish options are the output resolution, i.e. dimensions in pixels, width and height, and the quality. So we have low, standard or high. Standard is normally okay. I would just put it on high really all the time, I think. And then you just export by clicking publish video now, and then save that wherever you want to save it. Give it a name, find the location where you're exporting to, and save. And there you go, that is exported. And we can find it. And then we have our finished exported video.
Making viral videos in minutes is easy as pie with ClipMagic. Make your videos pop, whether they're about dancing, for pet lovers, photography enthusiasts, travel and adventure, gifts, eccentric eyewear, or sushi. With ClipMagic, you can do it all in just a few clicks.
So now to provide a score for the features of ClipMagic. Now ClipMagic actually gives us a whole lot more in terms of features than just AI auto captions. There's a whole range of things that provides us with, and all these features are really useful, really well designed, and easy to use. So it's a very complete set of tools. Now, even in the free plan, the suite of tools provided is very generous and rather complete and very useful. And those additional ones in the Pro plan are even more powerful and more effective. Perhaps the only thing I would say that could be improved would be to provide more templates in the video style section that you get in the Pro plan, However, as all of these templates are fully modifiable, you're not really limited by them. You can end up getting exactly the design that you want anyway, and you can use them as a starting point. So I don't see that as a reason to remove points on this score. So because ClipMagic allows you to do more than just add automatic captions to your video content, and because of the sheer amount of features and tools, and because of how well designed and easy to use they are, I give the features section of ClipMagic 5 out of 5. In terms of user-friendliness, I found ClipMagic to be very user-friendly. It's very intuitive, easy to use. It's very obvious where everything is, what everything does. I think there's a lot of thought that's gone into this product so that you don't really need to consult training manuals. You can just get stuck in. And I didn't find really a single issue when using any of the features, which is not that common. I literally didn't find anything that tripped me up. And I've been through all of the features, I believe. We had a pretty deep dive on it, didn't we? So that's a really good thing, I think, in terms of user-friendliness. And then obviously being an app that needs to be installed, well, you have to run through the installment process. Some people may find that a bit tricky, although it isn't difficult at all. It's a very straightforward installation, and if you've installed any apps or software on your system before, then it's no different to any other installation. And you only have to do it the once, so it's not too big an issue, but it's something that's there, and I would like to see a mobile version. That would be great, especially because a lot of this content is done in vertical for mobile devices. And another thing is that the software is very quick, very responsive. All of the actions just take a few seconds. The import is under a minute, and so is the export. Obviously, I was using a short video. A longer video will take longer, but based on the experience of the short video that I did, if you extrapolate that out to a longer video, I'm sure that the wait time wouldn't be too bad. And also just find everything really well organized on the interface, all of the sections. It's very, very well thought out. Again, I think there's a lot of thought gone into this. However, now there is one thing which I think is quite a biggie. I mean, it's not a game changer, but it's something that I was very surprised that isn't there. And that is, there is no undo function. So when you're changing the designs on your captions or on your template or whatever, if you make a mistake, well, you can't go back. So you then have to load the template again or start again from scratch with the caption or remember what the previous state was. So that for me is surprising. Doesn't mean you can't use the software, because there are ways around it. As I said, you can reload the template and it will go back to how it was. But then you may have to repeat some of your steps, which is not ideal. I have tried this with the keyboard shortcut as well, and it just doesn't respond. So I made a feature request about this, and they did reply very quickly, and they said they think that's a good idea. So at the time of recording this video, the current version does not have the undo, but I would not be surprised if in a very short space of time the undo is there. Having said that, if you just want to import a video, have it automatically do the captions and just make a few adjustments, you're probably not going to use an undo function, but I just do think it's a basic and should be on all applications and software. And finally, support. Support looks really good because they have a chat which does get responded pretty much, not always instantly, but I think I tried it 3 or 4 times, and a couple of times it was instant, and then another couple of times it was 5 to 10 minutes. So I think that's really good, because there's plenty of software services out there where the chat window is actually an email link and they may get back to you in a day or two. So this isn't like that. It's alive, they're there, and they're helping you almost in real time. So that's really good. So my user-friendliness score for ClipMagic is 4.5 and not 5 because of the lack of the undo function. If it weren't for that, I'd give it a 5. And I imagine that a new update is around the corner, which will have an undo function, in a very short space of time. So it's 4.5 now, but I fully expect that it would be 5 if I were to review it again in a month. So now let's look at the S in F.U.S.E, which stands for satisfaction. So we want to know if ClipMagic satisfies its promise. Does it fulfill its promise of making your video content more engaging? Does it fulfill its promise of providing you with a service that allows you to increase the possibility of engagement on your videos? And I would say definitely yes, because the software allows you to very quickly and easily add auto captions to your content, as well as, depending on your plan, a whole load of other tools. And even on the free plan, you have the caption service, as well as plenty of other things as well, as we saw, like the emojis, B-roll, etc., as well as providing you with the possibility of using an original piece of content in one format and then creating more engaging content in 3 other formats, thereby allowing you to reach broader audiences, because you can use the same piece of content on various platforms, social networks, or ad formats. And the software also allows you to use content that's not just short form. It's not just for reels, stories and shorts. I asked them about this, and there's no official time limit on the video duration, so you can put long form content on there without any issues. So that's another way in which this software is not limited. And so I think the overall satisfaction level is very high indeed, and I would say it definitely provides satisfaction. Now, if we look for a minute at other software that's comparable to ClipMagic, well, we have ClipMagic, which is a very close competitor. However, it's more expensive and doesn't have a free plan at all. Now, we'll look at that a bit more closely in the pricing. And then you have CapCut, which does provide AI captions. However, it's limited, so it's not truly free. However, one good thing about CapCut is that they have a mobile phone version, and it would have been nice to have a mobile phone version of ClipMagic too. However, none of that detracts from the overall usefulness and satisfaction level of ClipMagic. So ClipMagic scores 5 for satisfaction. So now let's look at the last letter in F.U.S.E, E, for expense. So let's have a look at the pricing and decide what score to give it. So if we come to the pricing part of the website, we will see here 2 prices, one monthly and one yearly. Now, interestingly, they don't show here that there's a free plan. And if you go to the support link here, and then down to FAQ, and then differences between plans, then you will see there's a free plan. So this is essentially a freemium pricing, or you get limited features in the free plan. So it's just free or paid, and so no complicated tiers, which I like. Now we'll get back to the pricing of the Pro plan, but first of all, as we saw, the free plan is very good because you can import and export your videos, you can change the format, you can add your captions, you can change the design of your captions. However, the limits are the 720p export resolution, 10 videos per month and 3 minutes duration for the videos, as well as the emojis are limited to 3 uses per month. Okay, but as a free plan, it is generous, I think, and it does provide you with a lot. You certainly can import and export videos and vastly improve their likelihood of engagement by adding very nice looking captions. But, as we have these limits, and also you can't save your caption designs or add your logo, this free plan is generous, but it's for a light user. It's not for somebody that needs to do more than 10 videos a month or needs any of those other things. However, if we compare ClipMagic to ClipMagic, the closest competitor, ClipMagic does not offer a free plan at all. So it's a good thing that ClipMagic does offer that. Now, if we look at the paid plan, well, we have unlimited usage. So that's a really good thing too. We don't have any tiers here. So we don't have, you could get a bit more on the medium plan and then a lot more on the maximum plan. It's just completely unlimited, no caps on the Pro plan. As soon as you go to the paid plan, that's it. You've got everything and with no limits. So that's really great. And it means that the more you use it, the better value it would be and the more you would save if you were doing this some other way, paying other people to do it or contracting it. So the Pro plan or paid plan, however you want to call it, is good for an agency, a freelancer with a lot of clients, or if you're just putting out a lot of content. Now, if we go back here to the paid plan's pricing, we can see that it currently represents great value with this offer that they're running. to drop it from $40 a month to $12 a month. And if you pay yearly, from $299 per year to $129 per year. So this is a huge reduction, and I don't know how long this deal is going to be on for. I suspect it might be there for quite a long time, but obviously I don't know for sure, and I can't say. And if you were to take the monthly price, then you save $28 per month. And if you were to go for the yearly, then you would save $170. So I do think this is really, really good value for what you're getting. And if we compare it to ClipMagic, and we go to pricing here, well, we can see that even if ClipMagic removes this deal and it goes to $40 a month or $299 a year, if we come over to ClipMagic, well, and switch it to monthly, well, then it would still be cheaper than ClipMagic. ClipMagic would be $50 per month for an unlimited videos plan, although it still limits you because you have 5 custom templates, whereas in ClipMagic you have 14, and also it's limiting you to 5 minutes of video, whereas with ClipMagic we don't have a limit. It's unlimited duration on the Pro Plan. So it still would be much better value, because if you want unlimited on ClipMagic you have to go up to $150 per month. So that means that, you know, we have double value here, because even if this amazing deal didn't exist, if you compare it to the equivalent ClipMagic plan, more or less equivalent, then it's still cheaper. Not only that, if you use my discount code I'm going to give you, you'll get a further 15% off these special deal prices. And then if we quickly compare to the yearly, okay, then if you were to pay up front, here without the deal you're on $299, and here you're on $408, so still $108 more, and you're not even getting unlimited. So if you really want to compare it to unlimited, then you're paying a huge amount more. You'd be paying $1,080 compared to $299. So in as much as comparing the pricing for ClipMagic to ClipMagic, which I believe is its main competitor, or most similar competitor, ClipMagic comes out way on top with much better value and no limits, at least not these limits, unlimited exports, unlimited duration. They're not limited, whereas in ClipMagic they are. So just quickly summarizing, there is a free plan. It's free forever. It has some limits, but it's pretty generous. It's fine for a light user. And then if you need to do more content, then you have an amazing deal here on the Pro Plan, whether it's monthly or yearly, that will give you unlimited usage. And not only that, if you want to go for one of these Pro Plans and use the link in the description below, you will find a discount code of 15% off, which is HubJam15. HubJam15 as spelt on the screen now. So now to score ClipMagic for expense, and I'm going to have to give ClipMagic 5 out of 5 because of the amazing value of its Pro Plan, and because I don't think you'd be able to get such good value anywhere else. Okay, so now to deliver my verdict on ClipMagic, and is it really worth it? Well, ClipMagic scored 4.9 in the F.U.S.E score, and it fulfills its promise. It does spice up your content and make it much more engaging. It also provides a suite of tools that goes way beyond just captions. And it also gives you a very quick method of grabbing your content and making it publish ready for all social networks and ad formats to help you dominate the internet. And it does it all very quickly and easily with no fuss. And so, my verdict is absolutely yes, ClipMagic is worth it. Now, the current special offer that they're running is supposed to be temporary. It may stay for a long time, but even if it doesn't, The normal pricing represents great value and better value than its nearest competitor because it provides unlimited usage. So for any heavy user, the value could be extremely high. The more use, the higher the value. And so if you're really serious about increasing your engagement and broadening your web presence, then ClipMagic is the perfect all-in-one solution. So to summarize, ClipMagic scored a high score of 4.9 on the F.U.S.E rating, and I definitely consider it worth it going for the Pro plan. But even the free plan is also very good value, especially for a light user. And if you do want to go for the Pro plan, I've left a link for you in the description below that will take you to a special sign-up page on the official ClipMagic website, displaying my discount code, which will give you an additional 15% off the current offer. And if you'd prefer to go for the free plan, well, there's another link in the description which will take you to the sign up for the free plan. And if you do want to do that, then I recommend you watch this video, which is my tutorial which takes you step by step through the process of setting up a free plan, installing the software, and then how to use it. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you for watching.